Welcome to how to use the Bloc ruler and a typical square ruler. I like to use 28mm rotary cutter, the smaller ones, especially when I'm using a rotating mat. This is a Bloc. You can see it measures 4.5 inches. I'm going to use this size and then I'm going to scale it down to 3 inches. So the first thing that we do, we want to make sure that we align this seam of the half square triangle into the frosted area of your Bloc. That is a channel where the seam will lay within that channel and hold the block in place. I want the block to be 3 inches when I'm finished. So I'm going to slide the Bloc down along my seam allowance and the seam until I have some excess fabric on my left and upper area of the block. You'll notice that I have aligned the seam within the channel. I'm going to remove the left part of the block and then the top part. I'm using a rotating mat, makes things a lot easier. Then I rotate the mat to the other side and I'm going to slide the Bloc down along the seam allowance where I will align the 3-inch mark on the upper right and I will align the 3-inch mark on the lower part of the block. Again, making sure that 45-degree angle, as you can see, that seam allowance is locked in place into that channel. Then I'll take my rotary cutter and I will slice off the left side, slightly turn my mat, and slice off the right side. Once I have trimmed the left and the upper and my block is aligned on the 3-inch mark, you'll notice that the points are exactly where they need to be by using the Bloc. Next, we're going to go with a regular square ruler that has a 45-degree angle to it. So I'll get another block and I'm using a Quilter Select. You'll notice that there's a 45-degree angle marked on the ruler. I'm going to align that 45-degree angle with my seam allowance. Again, I want to square this down to 3 inches. So I'm going to do a little excess on the left and a little excess of fabric on the upper. I want to make sure I haven't aligned it exactly at 3 yet. It's about 3.5 to 3.25. Okay. Once I do that, then I'm going to reposition the square. I can rotate it around. I'm going to reposition the ruler. And again, I'm going to take and align my 3-inch mark on the upper right. There you go. And then I'm going to align the 3-inch mark on the lower. And then I'm going to make sure that that 45-degree angle is right up alongside that seam allowance. You can see that it's right smack dab on top of it. And then I'll slice the left side and then I'll slice the upper. A rotating mat works wonders. If you don't have one, I recommend it. And I keep this by my sewing machine. There you go. Take the ruler off and ta-da, there you go. You have a squared down half square triangle from about 4 inches down to 3 inches. So that one was with the Quilter Select ruler, and then the other one was with the Bloc. Both methods are very good. The Bloc holds the seam in place. The Quilter Select does a wonderful job by just aligning the 45-degree angle. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.